The foundation of the first keynote begins with a reality that major institutions like Harvard Health Publishing and the U.S. National Institute on Aging have discussed repeatedly, which is that joint pain after 60 is usually not because the joints wear out, but because the muscles that protect and support the joints gradually weaken when they don't get gentle, consistent movement. This is the main reason why practices such as Tai Chi are so widely recommended by American and British medical experts. They offer slow and controlled motion that strengthens the body without stressing the knees, hips, or spine. When Harvard physicians talk about Tai Chi as one of the most effective loom-packed exercises for older adults, they always highlight that the slow pacing allows seniors to re-engage muscles that have become dormant over years of sitting, reduced activity, and age-related stiffness. What makes the first move in Tai Chi so important is the simple act of shifting body weight from one foot to another. While this may look easy, geriatric specialists from the Mayo Clinic have explained that weight shifting strengthens the stabilizer. Muscles around the knees and ankles, muscles that are essential for balance and pain-free movement. Older adults often stop using these deep stabilizers, and when they weaken, the joints begin to take on extra pressure. This leads to stiffness, inflammation, and the feeling of instability many people describe after 60. By practicing the slow weight shift, the body learns to distribute pressure more evenly, the muscles reactivate, and the joints experience less compression. Physiotherapists at the University of Oxford also emphasize that slow, controlled weight transfer is one of the best ways to rebuild proprioception, the body's ability to sense where it is in space, which declines sharply with age. The National Institute on Aging consistently reminds older adults that balance begins in the core, not just the legs. While many seniors think core exercises require crunches or strain, Tai Chi offers a gentle, natural engagement of the abdominal and lower back muscles through its upright posture and controlled stepping. This is why NIA experts say that activities involving slow transitions between movements can significantly improve stability. As your core reactivates during weight shifting, your spine gains support, your posture improves, your hips align more naturally, and your knees stop bearing the load alone. Many older adults don't realize that the reason their knees hurt is not necessarily knee damage. It is often weak hips and a weak core. Tai Chi activates these areas without any force or pressure, making it ideal for aging bodies. Another authentic element of the first keynote is the breathing technique that accompanies every movement. Harvard Medical School often highlights the benefits of slow, diaphragmatic breathing because it reduces stress hormones like cortisol, which are known contributors to inflammation. When cortisol levels drop, the body relaxes, and stiff muscles around the joints loosen. Older adults often carry tension in the shoulders, neck, and lower back. This tension restricts movement, creating a cycle of pain and immobility. Tai Chi's breathing resets this pattern, changing the way the nervous system responds. Cleveland Clinic specialists frequently explain that when the parasympathetic nervous system activates through slow breathing, joint discomfort decreases, because the surrounding muscles are no longer in a contracted protective state. The power of Tai Chi is that it combines physical movement with mental calm, creating an environment where the body can relearn proper movement patterns. As University of Oxford researchers studying aging and balance have described, slow-paced exercises that demand attention to posture significantly improve coordination in older adults. Coordination is a major factor in preventing falls and joint injury. When your body learns to move smoothly, the risk of sudden, jerky, painful motions decreases. This is why Tai Chi is recommended by both us and UK physiotherapists as one of the safest activities for adults over 60, especially those dealing with arthritis, limited flexibility, or chronic pain. Another authentic point relates to joint lubrication. The Cleveland Clinic often explains that synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints, moves better when the joints move gently and repeatedly. Many seniors think resting will protect their joints, but medical institutions consistently teach the opposite. Immobility stiffens joints and reduces lubrication. Tai Chi encourages continuous, gentle motion that stimulates synovial fluid flow. When this fluid circulates, cartilage stays nourished, and the joints begin to feel smoother. Even 5 minutes of Tai Chi can create noticeable warmth in the joints, and that warmth is a sign of improved circulation and lubrication. Tai Chi also improves alignment, something physical therapists at Mayo Clinic frequently stress. Poor alignment forces the knees and hips to work in unnatural ways, increasing friction and pain. During the first Tai Chi move, the slow shift from side to side naturally corrects posture. Over time, the shoulders relax, the hips level, and the knees track properly. This alignment reduces grinding sensations in the joints and helps the legs feel stronger. One of the most authentic and medically supported benefits tied to the first keynote is confidence. The National Institute on Aging notes that fear of falling is one of the biggest reasons seniors move less, and moving less worsens joint pain. Tai Chi's slow pace builds confidence because each movement is controlled, predictable, and safe. As seniors begin to feel more stable with weight shifting, their confidence rises, and with confidence comes more natural daily movement. This creates a positive cycle. More movement leads to better joints, which leads to even more movement. Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and Oxford experts all agree that the combination of muscle activation, improved balance, better breathing, calmness, alignment, and gentle joint lubrication makes Tai Chi one of the most effective exercises for older adults who want to manage pain, maintain independence, and restore mobility without strain or risk. The second keynote focuses on the idea that joint pain after 60 is not just a result of aging, but a result of inflammation, lifestyle habits, and reduced circulation, something that major institutions like Harvard Health Publishing and the National Institute on Aging explain regularly. Harvard's research on healthy aging emphasizes that inflammation levels naturally rise with age, and that this inflammation is a major reason why many older adults feel stiff when they wake up or when they stand after sitting for long periods. This stiffness is not permanent damage, it is often the body's way of signaling that blood flow is low. The tissues are tight, and the joints need movement and proper nourishment. This is where Tai Chi's gentle, controlled movements play such a powerful role, especially when combined with the right lifestyle shifts. Experts at the Mayo Clinic often explain that slow, rhythmic exercises help increase blood circulation to the extremities, especially the knees, ankles, wrists, and hips. When circulation improves, oxygen and nutrients reach the tissues more effectively, and inflammatory byproducts are cleared more quickly. This is one reason why Tai Chi practitioners frequently report feeling lighter and more flexible after a session. The body is simply receiving blood flow in a way that stiff joints rarely get through regular everyday movement. NHS. Physiotherapists in the United Kingdom also emphasize that low-impact, continuous motion reduces deep joint pressure and improves the fluid exchange around cartilage, which is essential for long-term joint health. Another important detail connected to the second keynote is the role of diet in joint comfort. Harvard Medical School has long discussed how certain nutrients help reduce inflammation. For example, omega-3 fatty acids found in foods like salmon, walnuts, and chia seeds support anti-inflammatory processes in the body. These nutrients help calm the body's inflammatory response, which can reduce discomfort in the joints. While Tai Chi increases mobility, diet enhances internal support. When older adults combine both, the results are often far better than relying on exercise or diet alone. This combination is supported by the National Institute on Aging, which regularly encourages seniors to adopt both movement and nutrition strategies for joint support. Hydration is another factor highlighted by institutions like the Cleveland Clinic. Cartilage, especially in the knees and hips, is made largely of water, and hydration levels directly affect how well joints move. When a senior is even slightly dehydrated, the cartilage becomes less cushioned, and the joints may feel more painful. Tai Chi movements increase synovial fluid flow, and proper water intake ensures that this fluid remains healthy. Together, they create better lubrication in the joints. This is why so many medical professionals in both the United States and United Kingdom promote the combination of gentle exercise and adequate hydration as a simple but powerful strategy for easing stiffness. The second keynote also touches on the importance of muscle elasticity. As the University of Oxford's Department of Physiology explains, muscles gradually lose elasticity with age, especially if they are not used in full ranges of motion. When muscles around a joint become rigid, they pull on that joint, creating misalignment and pain. Tai Chi's slow stretching-like motions help restore elasticity without overstretching or risking injury. The body responds well to slow, repetitive movement, especially after 60, because it teaches the muscles to lengthen gradually. This is much safer than high-intensity exercise, which can shock the tissues and increase inflammation. In addition to physical improvements, the second keynote includes the mental and emotional effects of slow movement, which are backed by research from institutions like the University of California and Stanford University. Stress increases inflammation in the body through hormone changes, especially elevated cortisol levels. When cortisol remains high, the joints become more sensitive, swelling increases, and pain becomes more noticeable. Tai Chi's calm, meditative nature activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural relaxation response. Harvard Health Publishing explains that this relaxation response helps lower cortisol, slows the heart rate, and reduces muscle tension. When tension drops, the joints feel freer and movement feels easier. Another authentic element connected to this keynote is the concept of movement consistency. Medical experts at the National Institute on Aging and Mayo Clinic stress that the key to healthier joints is not intense activity but regular, gentle motion. Seniors often try a new exercise routine and stop after a few days, when results don't appear immediately. But joint improvements often happen gradually as circulation, flexibility, and strength build. Tai Chi's design makes consistency easy because there is no strain, there's no heavy breathing, there's no stress. It's movement that feels good, even on days when the body feels tired. NHS physiotherapists mention that this feel-good element is one of the reasons Tai Chi is frequently recommended in the UK for older adults managing arthritis or long-term pain. Nutrition also supports this consistency. The University of Oxford and Harvard School of Public Health both emphasize adequate protein intake for older adults. After age 60, muscle mass declines naturally, but protein helps slow this decline. Stronger muscles support joints more effectively. When seniors practice Tai Chi and also increase their protein intake by including foods like eggs, yogurt, beans, lentils, or fish, their body responds more strongly to gentle exercise. The combination of protein and slow movement builds stability around the joints and reduces the risk of soreness or injury. Another medically supported insight built into this keynote comes from the Cleveland Clinic's guidance on inflammation. They emphasize the importance of antioxidants found in berries, green vegetables, nuts, and olive oil in reducing oxidative stress on the joints. This stress accelerates the breakdown of cartilage and increases stiffness. When older adults shift to even small amounts of antioxidant-rich foods, inflammation decreases, and the benefits of Tai Chi become even more noticeable. It is the pairing of internal and external support that creates real change. Experts at Harvard Health Publishing also talk about the mind-body connection in aging adults. When a senior feels empowered and believes they can improve their mobility, the brain activates neural pathways that enhance balance, coordination, and energy levels. Tai Chi naturally encourages this belief because the progress is felt. Quickly, breathing becomes smoother, movement becomes easier, and stiffness fades gradually. This psychological reinforcement is one of the strongest predictors of long-term success in maintaining joint health. It's recognized by the National Institute on Aging. The second keynote, therefore, blends the science of inflammation, circulation, muscle elasticity, nervous system, calmness, hydration, diet, and mental well-being in a way that aligns with advice from major medical institutions across the United States. In the United Kingdom, showing that joint comfort after 60 is not only possible, but highly achievable with the right combination of gentle movement and supportive lifestyle habits.